Today on Good Morning Maine, the latest on the effort to stop several wildfires, including in Lincoln, where crews worked into the night.
Plus, a man from Unity was lifted to safety after taking a bad fall while hiking near a waterfall.
And we'll meet a teenager from Newburgh who's helping to brighten lives with a very special blueberry stand. Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith.
And I'm Craig Colson. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We'll have those stories and more coming up. But first, to check with that forecast, looks like we'll have a little relief today from all that oppressive heat that we've had over the last few days. Temperatures will get back into the 80s today, and we might even get a little badly needed rain.
Yeah, I know. We could definitely use it.
Yeah.
Here's Chase Ropenack with that forecast.
Thank you very much. Not so low temperatures out there this morning with temperatures right around 69 degrees here in Bangor. A few of us right around 70. We're seeing that Millinocket, Greenville, and some areas even more than that. 72 in Augusta, but a little bit cooler along your coastline with mid-60s and Rockland and Bar Harbor. For today, we are going to see those temperatures warming up into the mid-80s. We're going to see a little bit more sunshine out there for today, but could stay cooler along your coastline. You are having the best chance for showers and thunderstorms this afternoon as that cold front is starting to slowly make its way through Bangor this morning and going through the coastline this afternoon. So winds out there for today, they're from the south. Yesterday, they're going to be switching from the northwest. Very calm out there right now. Not going to pick up too much in wind speeds for today, only generally right around 5 to 10 miles per hour, but they will be from the northwest, and that is going to be the start of our cooling trend after a few days out there in the low to mid 90s. So out there this morning, still a few showers possible, but as we get into the afternoon to evening hours, could still see the possibility for a few showers and thunderstorms here in Bangor. Will be right along that front, but south of that is where you're going to have those better chances. You're seeing right along your coastline a few showers and thunderstorms. No severe weather expected out there for today, just a few rumbles of thunder and possibly some heavy downpours if you're right underneath one of these showers. But then we're going to clear out by your Friday. We're going to see plenty of sunshine, and temperatures are going to be a lot cooler than we've seen the past few days. Taking a look out there for today, we have mostly cloudy skies out there for this morning, but will become partly cloudy by the afternoon and still a slight chance for a few showers and thunderstorms out there, especially by your coastline.
Thank you, Chase. We'll get another look at that forecast a little later on. First up this morning, Maine firefighters hope to make more progress today on several wildfires that continue to burn around the state. A 3-alarm wildfire in Lincoln was one of the latest fires that kept fire crews scrambling on Wednesday. Our Callie Warren has the story.
We got a report of 4 or 5 spot fires ranging from about 2 miles on West Broadway in Lincoln.
Multiple crews from all over the northern Penobscot County area responded to an over 2-acre wildfire in Lincoln Wednesday evening. Crews were called just before 4 p.m. to West Broadway in Lincoln, where multiple small fires had broken out in nearby woods.
Just the wind didn't help us, and the distance to where it was, and the fact that we had 3 or 4, or 4 or 5 spot fires going, and then this kind of run on.
According to the Maine Forest Service, preliminary findings indicate that a vehicle exhaust malfunction may have started the flames. With dry, hot weather and breezy conditions that afternoon, fire quickly spread to multiple other spots, leaving crews with several individual fires to extinguish.
Hot conditions have not helped.
Outdoor burning is currently not permitted in the town of Lincoln until much-needed rainfall occurs. According to the Lincoln Fire Department, the wildfire luckily did not spread to nearby homes or injure anyone.
We're under control at this time. We're just kind of digging out. It's a lot of above ground stuff, and we're just making sure it didn't go underground on us.
In Lincoln, Callie Warren, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Fire crews are expected to remain on the scene in Lincoln throughout the night. According to the Maine Forest Service, fire crews have contained other fires in Lee, Mount Vernon, Millinocket, Canaan, and Clinton. The Spencer Bay fire near Moosehead Lake has been held to 3 acres, and a fire on Lake Ottawa in Elliotsville Township has also been contained to 3 acres. Fire crews say they've made progress on a 30-acre fire in Baileyville that's reached 80% containment. Crews will continue to mop up operations there today.
Boy, we really need that rain. Well, meanwhile, Maine has witnessed several wildfires over the past few weeks, in fact, placing a strain on those responsible for putting them out. Our Doug Banks spoke with one local fire chief and has that story.
Since July hit, we are running into a severe dry out. that just has continued through, and we haven't seen an end to it.
Summer's dry conditions have sparked numerous wildfires across the state of Maine.
This is the first time in a long time that we've seen statewide high fire danger, if not very high fire danger as it is today.
Holden and Eddington fire departments are one of the many responding to wildfires across Maine. According to Chief Ryan Davis, over the past couple weeks, they've responded to roughly 2 or 3 wildfires, most caused by a failure to extinguish either a campfire or a brush pile.
It's the days after that people don't expect the fire to pop back up again.
And responding to wildfires can be taxing on those responsible for putting them out.
We've seen departments calling for mutual aid companies way further than what we ever have thought we would, just because we just don't have the people and the demand is more. Forest Service is busy. Busier than they've ever been, because this is a statewide problem. It's not just a region. Everybody's busy and tired and hot for sure.
According to the Maine Forest Service, in 2025 alone, Maine has witnessed 508 wildfires, 107 of those in August alone. While these incidents are time-consuming, according to Chief Davis, wildfires are not the only call they answer to.
We're getting called for a lot of different things. It's not just fires. EMS is 60% plus of what we do.
In Holden, Doug Banks, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, according to Chief Davis, one thing people can do is to help is to check with your town to see if they're allowing burn permits. For example, on Monday, Holden issued a burn permit ban that Chief Davis says will last until they see significant rain in the region.
The Machias Wild Blueberry Festival is back for its 46th year this Friday, but officials want you to know because of high fire danger, the fireworks planned for Sunday have been canceled. You can still take part in all the fun and festivities, though. There will be over 200 vendors, live music, a 5-mile road race, and great food, including a blueberry dessert buffet and a fish fry. All of that and a blueberry musical comedy and a pie-eating contest. There's still plenty of reasons to head for Machias this weekend.
Well, it's been just over 24 hours since a fire tore through an apartment complex in WVII. The flames are now out, but residents are still picking up the pieces. And as our Alex Schley reports, neighbors are coming together in a time of need.
A fire at an apartment in WVII Tuesday left dozens of people displaced.
They don't really know how long it's going to be until people can live here again, at least for these ones. They said it's probably going to be a while, though.
Residents say Tuesday night, the Red Cross and Salvation Army helped them get rooms at the Black Bear Inn. But Wednesday, residents returned to the complex unsure what remained of their homes or where they would go next.
I was having a hope that maybe possibly some of my items can be retrieved, but unfortunately, I couldn't.
Samuel and his roommate Henry, who are both master's students, say they've only been living on Thompson Avenue for a couple of weeks.
We haven't packed anything in the room. We just brought the things inside just to make sure we have all our stuff in before we start organizing ourselves.
Despite signs prohibiting smoking near the complex, fire officials say the blaze was sparked by improperly discarded smoking material Tuesday afternoon.
There's been emails sent to the building manager. There's been phone calls saying people are smoking nearby here.
As residents combed through the debris Wednesday, a group of neighbors came together to help.
The rest of the things are the material things, and the passport is the most important because that is difficult to replace. Especially the visa in it. We are still trying. We are not losing hope.
In WVII, Alex Schley for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
A man from Unity had to be rescued after taking a bad fall in Grafton Township. Game officials say the call for help came in yesterday afternoon around 1:30. 21-year-old Brexton Getchell fell 25 to 30 feet from a ledge while hiking near the Screwauger Falls waterfall. He landed in the water and sustained serious injuries. Game wardens, the Mahoosic Mountain Search and Rescue Team, and local first responders all pitched in to help Getchell. They carried him through the water to a point downstream where he could be taken to safety. He was then transported to a life flight helicopter to be airlifted. There's no word on his condition this morning.
Well, a small memorial has been built to honor a 3-year-old girl who died over the weekend. Police say she was found dead in an SUV in the parking lot of the Freshies store in Milford after allegedly being left alone by her mother for 14 hours. On Monday, 40-year-old Kelly Brown of Pennsylvania was charged with manslaughter in connection with her daughter's death.
A Skowhegan woman has been arrested on drug trafficking charges for the second time this summer. Somerset County Sheriff Dale Lancaster says their criminal investigative division searched the Pine Street home of 39-year-old Hallie Stevens on Tuesday. Authorities had been investigating illegal drugs reportedly being sold by her. He says they found fentanyl, crack cocaine, and other illegal drug paraphernalia. She's being charged with aggravated trafficking and violation of conditions of release. Lancaster says at the time of her arrest, Stevens was out on bail for another trafficking arrest in June.
The Maine CDC is alerting Waterville residents after a rabid fox was found in the city. The gray fox was found on Quarry Road Trail and tested positive on Tuesday. They haven't released any other details about that. The CDC, though, is reminding people to avoid wildlife, especially if an animal seems to be acting strangely. They also say people should make sure their pets have vaccinations. 22 Maine animals have tested positive for rabies this year. The cases were found in foxes, skunks, raccoons, and in brown bats. A lot of times if you see those animals out during the daytime, it's also a reason to be concerned because usually they're kind of hiding during that time of day.
Right. Yeah, they're confused.
Yeah.
All right, the time now is 6:11. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine,
Maybe not.
we will hear about how Camp Capella has
There we
been
go.
dedicated recently.
They had a special dedication, and we'll tell you all about it. But first, another check of that weather forecast. Today, looks like a bit cooler. It'll be mostly cloudy with a chance of a few thunderstorms. Highs around 86 degrees. A few thunderstorms tonight, lows dropping down to the upper 50s. Tomorrow, a beauty of a day. Sunny weather on the way with highs around 83. We'll be right back.
Roto-Rooter has served the greater Bangor area and beyond for 35 years, offering plumbing, hydrojetting, snaking, descaling, video inspection, and grease interceptor cleaning services. For all your residential and commercial clogs, call Roto-Rooter today, 990-1234.
And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Make your dream deck a reality with help from Hammond Lumber Company. Choose from traditional wood, affordable PVC, or beautiful low-maintenance composite decking. Hammond offers a variety of railing options too, including cable railing. Your Hammond sales rep will help you prepare your materials list and cost estimate and ensure you have everything you need. And Hammond delivers from 34 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. To get started on your new dream deck, bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company.
This is my playpen.
I get that, Your Honor.
Perfect.
Judge Judy never misses a beat.
Weeknights at 5 on ABC 7.
It's your chance to win at home all summer long.
It's Wheels Summer of Winning. Let's go! We're giving you at home chances to win amazing prizes.
Fan Fridays, Mystery 10K,
vacations, cash,
and so much wheel.
Weekdays at 7 on ABC 7.
The town of Liberty is experiencing power outages and cell phone disruptions. According to the emergency management director of Liberty, power went out on Tuesday afternoon and has not yet been restored. Residents noticed that landline reception was down, along with cell phone and Wi-Fi interruptions as well.
Initially, we were concerned about power outages and the heat advisory and so forth, and so we opened up our emergency operations center to make water available, charging stations, cooling, that kind of thing. And
He said the volunteer fire department has been open for residents who need extra water or medical attention related to the heat. The community center is also being used as a cooling center and a charging station. Brown urges residents to check on elderly neighbors that may not have cell phones or access to the community Facebook page for updates on that situation.
A local teen is working to make a difference in his community, one blueberry at a time. Our Grace Blanchard has the story.
I love making people smile and just making people have a great day.
Driving through Newburgh, you'll find 16-year-old Levi Rancourt and his blueberry stand.
And I use that raker right there to rake all the berries that you see here.
The Winterport native started raking wild blueberries by hand when he was just 6 years old, helping his father, who worked for various distributors.
And even when I was younger then, I would still give out to my friends in class and just kids around my neighborhood and stuff, so I've been doing it forever.
He recently obtained a plot of an abandoned wild blueberry field thanks to a local farmer.
If he didn't rake it, it would have just, rotted off. And I mean, there's a lot of people that can use the food.
He sells them at a low price of $5 a quart and hands them out free to children, veterans, or those facing tough times.
I'm proud of my kid. He's doing something strong and he believes in, and we need more people to help save the blueberry fields.
Rancourt comes from a large family of 14 kids, and those who know him say he's had a complicated life.
He does this without recognition, so I think that's what means the most, and he's somebody who really deserves a lot in life.
He says he's learned the best way to succeed is through dedication and determination.
You want to do something like it, don't give up on it. It's going to be hard, but really don't. I mean, it pays off. It really does. And if any kids want to stop by and get some, they're always free to grab.
In Newburgh, Grace Blanchard, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
What a nice thing to do. Well, meanwhile, Camp Capella has unveiled a special addition to their grounds in tribute to a beloved camper. Janessa Bishop brings us to Dedham to tell us more.
The Guernsey family has been an intricate part of the Camp Capella community for many years. From fundraising, donating their time, and even reopening the camp back in 2006 after it had been shut down for nearly 3 years. A brand new treehouse has been built in memory of Abby Guernsey, a former camper who passed at only 20 years old.
This is a perfect representation of how just because your body doesn't work the way that everybody else's does, that you can still do the things. Inclusion is very important.
The treehouse has a long ramp, making it accessible for all campers. It also includes different lookout areas to see the waterfront. The executive director of Camp Capella says the funds for the treehouse were given by a donor, and that those funds had to go towards honoring Abby. She explains this treehouse concept not only honors Abby's legacy, but also incorporates the interests of the other campers.
We'll be able to utilize it as another learning space, a fun space, an art space, a hangout space. They absolutely enjoy it already.
Abby's family had the opportunity to add personal touches to the inside of the building, and campers expressed excitement and talked about their favorite part of the new treehouse.
The independence I get from it.
You go up to the treehouse, you can look over and see everything.
Staff say they're going to try to raise enough money to add another accessibility ramp on the other side. To donate for that project, you can visit campcapella.org. In Dedham, Janessa Bishop, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Oh, it's going to be just a magic place for them.
They make a lot of summers like a dream come true for kids. All right, the time now is 6:18. Coming up after the break, drone footage of a great white shark off of the coast of southern Maine. It's kind of making swimmers think twice before wading into the water.
I'm with them. We'll learn more about that. Plus, we'll have your full 5-day weather forecast straight ahead on Good Morning Maine.
Cracked screen, dead battery, water damage.
CPR Self and Repair, providing trusted repair since 2013. Fast, affordable fixes for phones, iPads, gaming systems, and more. Located at 849 Stillwater Avenue, Bangor.
Looking for the perfect gift? Come explore the Purple Baboon. Sweatshirts, t-shirts, jewelry, inspiring local books, one-of-a-kind treasures and souvenirs, they have something for everyone. The Purple Baboon, the best selection at great prices. 31 Front Street, Belfast.
It's the biggest homeowner mistakes. Do-it-yourself lumberjack? Better leave it to the pros. Unless you want natural skylights, doing your own electrical work is dangerous, and the results could be shocking. But letting just anyone replace your windows? Biggest mistake ever. Be a happy homeowner and leave this one to the best. The certified master installers at Renewal by Anderson. And for a limited time, get the best for less with this special offer.
All across America.
Good morning.
Good morning. Wherever we are, it feels like home.
Man, it's good to be home.
GMA, it's an invitation to come together and brighten your morning.
Cracked screen, dead battery, water damage.
CPR Self and Repair, providing trusted repair since 2013. Fast, affordable fixes for phones, iPads, gaming systems, and more. Located at 849 Stillwater Avenue, Bangor.
An incredible bird's eye view of a 10 to 12-foot great white shark spotted off of our state's southern coast on Tuesday.
Well, Fox News multimedia reporter Chelsea Torres was at the beach where the great white was seen. Take a look at this.
As it starts to get hotter outside, you'll see more people heading to the beach. And as one marine official tells me, even when the water starts getting warmer, that's when you'll start seeing more sharks. One mom even told me that she did not know about that great white sighting, but other parents tell me that they were aware, they still wanted to come to the beach. They just wanted to make sure that their kiddos were not getting too far into the water.
Still not going past my knees in the water. I get nervous about sharks, like I'm assuming most people do. They keep thinking they see fins out there. I'm like, that's a person's head. Is anybody worried about sharks? No. Okay, see?
It's not something that I like to hear, having a shark that close. You know, I assume that we just take precautions, you know, if we know where it is or anything, we just move the kids.
The town's marine resource officer says it's common to see sharks along their coastline, and great whites, nothing new, but they're usually juveniles. To have an adult great white spanning nearly 12 feet is concerning, especially when you have thousands of people on vacation. Officials say the great white was spotted the equivalent of about 3 to 4 football fields away from the beach. Although this shark sighting is not uncommon, there could be a particular reason why the shark is lurking around.
We know that over in that area, there's what we call hard bottom, which is rock bottom, and there's a lot of rock structures. So that tends to, be home for a lot of marine species, which is food, and that's why the shark maintains its area over there, because it's feeding.
I've also been told that fishermen and boaters were also told to keep an eye out for anything that they might see, so that way they can also contact local authorities. In Pine Point Beach, Maine, Chelsea Torres, Fox News.
You know, I know it's the ocean and sharks live in the ocean, but I don't ever remember hearing about so many great whites just over the past couple of years showing up in Maine. Certainly makes me think twice before I go swimming too deep or anything like that.
Hey man, they just want to get their Maine lobster and
Yeah.
scallops too.
Yeah.
You know, everybody wants Maine seafood.
We've got a lot of seals along Maine now too.
Yeah,
a really
I
big
know.
population, so it's like a buffet for them.
I know.
Just don't become part of that buffet.
Right, I know.
Yeah.
I worry about kayakers too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right, the time now is 6:22.
Let's get a full look at our forecast.
Thank you very much. A warm start to our morning here across the state of Maine for today. A lot of us with lows near 70, some of us even above that for this morning. We're seeing just near 70 in Millinocket, Greenville, pretty close to it here in Bangor with that low at 69 degrees, 72 though in Augusta, and some of us still in those low 70s down in the southwestern portion of the state. In your coastline areas though, near Rockland and Bar Harbor, slightly cooler, hanging out in those mid 60s. For today, going to see a little bit more sunshine, so expect those mid 80s out there this afternoon. Could be a little cooler along your coastline. You have that better chance for showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. And up north, you've already had the front pass through, so yes, cooler temperatures for you as well, hanging out in the mid 70s this afternoon. So still, we have recently just dealt with some extreme heat. On Monday, we saw a high of 96 degrees. Tuesday, reaching up to 97. That was our hottest day. And yesterday, still in the 90s, but a little cooler, hanging out at 92 degrees. Still seeing some warmth out there for today, but no 90s in the forecast. We got mid 80s out there for today, and even cooler temperatures further beyond that. So still a little above average going into your week, and you'll see mid 80s Saturday and Sunday, but cooler temperatures are on the way. Start off your work week on Monday, highs back below average, mid 70s for Monday, close to average though on Tuesday, but back in those mid 70s by your Wednesday. So we are going to start to get a little bit of a taste of that fall air with those 70s on the way and some cooler nights as well. But out there for this morning, still dealing with some mostly cloudy skies, a few showers possible here in the Bangor region. Now as we go into the afternoon, that front is still slowly draping towards your coastline. This is going to be your best chance for showers and thunderstorms this afternoon into evening. Again, around the hours of 4 to 6 p.m. Those could linger into the coastline still into the overnight hours, but that'll be early on. And then we'll see decreasing clouds, mostly clear skies, leading to lots of sunshine for your Friday. And we're going to see some cooler temperatures compared to today as well in the low to mid 80s. But mid 80s still hanging around out there for today. Partly cloudy, a few showers and thunderstorms possible. We're going to see the better chances by your coastline, but check that out. Northwest winds out there, that's bringing that cooler air. Lows tonight back into the 50s, a few showers and thunderstorms possible early on, and then decreasing clouds leading to mostly clear skies skies for tonight. That's where we'll get those cooler temperatures by the early morning hours. Highs tomorrow reaching the low to mid 80s. Lots of sunshine and winds from the north right around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Take a look at your extended forecast. We're finally cooling off back in the low to mid 80s by your Friday. Lots of sunshine. Still plenty of sunshine by your Saturday. Into your Sunday, here's our next best chance for showers and thunderstorms as another front arrives. And you can see that by Monday, cooler temperatures hanging out in the mid 70s.
With McValue at McDonald's, get deals that keep the party going.
It's a deal that comes with more options to celebrate. Get yours at $5 or $6. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
People ask me all the time, are those commercials really true? Does Lowry and Associates really get all of those clients, all of those big settlements? Yes, we do. We really have gotten millions of dollars for Mainers hurt by commercial vehicles. And the insurance companies know when you call the twos, we're going to fight for you. And you know what else is true? I really am standing on top of this big truck.
Hurt by a big truck? Call the twos. We win for you.
Autumn of Life Home Care is a great place to work. The team here provided me with all the opportunities and experience necessary to grow within the company, all while working around my busy college schedule. They provided all the necessary licensing and training. It truly was the job that kickstarted my career.
Autumn of Life Home Care is a licensed agency with personal support specialists.
Let our compassionate, reliable, considerate caregivers make your life a little easier by providing assistance for you or your loved one.
Autumn of Life Home Care. We focus on you.
Summer is here and it's heating up. You could be cooling down with a Fujitsu heat pump from Valley Home Services. Don't let the name fool you. Heat pumps aren't just for winter. They keep your home cool and comfortable even on the hottest days. No more straining your back with heavy window units. Just reliable, energy-efficient cooling at the push of a button. So why wait? Embrace the comfort with Fujitsu heat pumps and Valley Home Services. Call or visit us online today.
With McValue at McDonald's, you'll get deals on drinks whenever you hit the afternoon slump.
Fuel up for a hot afternoon with any size soft drink for $1.39. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Some residents in a Washington, D.C. neighborhood protest increased police presence. The White House says the number of National Guard troops in D.C. will increase in order to fight crime. Law enforcement set up a vehicle checkpoint along a busy street Wednesday night. In response, some local residents began protesting, urging other drivers to do the same. Some protesters stood across from the officers and heckled them, shouting, "Go home, fascists."
Right now, trying to get people to turn left to not go down 14th Street. There's a random search right now. They've pulled over about 6 cars. We've seen 2 people get detained, one by ICE, one by the police, taken, no rhyme or reason.
D.C. leaders have highlighted statistics that show violent crime is at a 30-year low, but President Trump says crime in the city has reached emergency levels that only federal intervention can fix.
Now to the latest on Friday's high-stakes summit in Alaska between President Trump and Vladimir Putin. This morning, we're getting a better picture of what the U.S. may offer Russia to stop the fighting in Ukraine. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio is in Washington with the details.
This morning, President Trump preparing to meet with Vladimir Putin in Alaska, the first time the Russian president has set foot on U.S. soil in nearly a decade. The British Daily Telegraph reports White House officials are working on a deal that would give Russia access to natural resources in Alaska in exchange for ending the war, along with the lifting of some sanctions on the Russian aviation industry, and providing access to rare earth minerals in Ukrainian territories currently under Russian occupation. Trump warning Russia there will be consequences if Putin doesn't agree to end the war.
Will Russia face any consequences if Vladimir Putin does not agree to stop the war after your meeting on Friday?
Yes, they will.
What will the consequences
there will be
be?
consequences.
Sanctions, tariffs?
There will be, I don't have to say, there will be very severe consequences.
The president has called Friday's meeting a listening exercise, adding that it's really about, quote, setting the table for a future face-to-face meeting between Putin and Ukrainian President Zelensky.
There's a very good chance that we're going to have a second meeting, which will be more productive than the first.
But Zelensky warns that Putin is bluffing and he's not serious about ending this war. On Wednesday, President Trump spoke virtually with Ukraine's president and European leaders. The British Prime Minister ready for a peace deal, but still had this warning for Putin.
We do stand ready also to increase pressure on Russia, particularly the economy, with sanctions and wider measures as may be necessary.
Trump has suggested both sides may need to give up territory. Russia currently controls about 20% of Ukraine and is making advances. Video circulating online this week shows explosions across the Eastern Front, with Russian troops breaching the front line. Civilian deaths now reportedly at their highest levels since the early months of the war. During that call with Zelensky, European leaders say they are united with President Trump that there must be a ceasefire before peace talks can begin. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
Well, meanwhile, a manhunt is underway in Pennsylvania for two armed suspects who police say robbed an armored car, getting away with hundreds of thousands of dollars. The heist caught on surveillance camera. Police saying this all occurred Tuesday morning outside a grocery store in Cheltenham, Pennsylvania, while shoppers were coming and going. In the video, you see the driver of the armored vehicle carrying money bags into the store. Just before they step inside, you see two suspects, guns raised, come up from behind them. Police say the thieves got away with an estimated $700,000 in cash. No shots were fired and no one was injured. It's unclear if the armored car driver had a partner or if he was alone.
Authorities say 3 deputies were injured in a shooting late Wednesday in Pittsylvania County, Virginia. I have not heard of that county before. Authorities say the deputies were serving a search warrant and a protective order when they were met with gunfire. 2 deputies were reportedly hit by shrapnel. Another was taken to a hospital out of caution. Video at the scene shows law enforcement dressed in tactical gear and in an armored vehicle responding to the scene. Virginia State Police say that a suspect, James Andrew Leonard, is in custody after eventually giving himself up and coming out of the residence on his own. He's awaiting charges. Pittsylvania County is in southern Virginia along the Virginia-North Carolina border. And coming up on the second half of the newscast, a contest is underway in Glenburn that involves rum and screaming like a Sasquatch.
That sounds like a great time. We'll hear all about the Sasquatch calling contest coming up on Good Morning Maine.
This intrigued me a little more into the engine side of things. And being able to be hands-on at all times makes it the funnest.
WVII, ABC7 cares about the children in our area. We offer a variety of programming for children ages 7 to 14. WVII, ABC7 keeps a file about these programs in our public inspection file. You may view these files during regular business hours, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. The public inspection file is located at our studios at 371 Target Industrial Circle, Bangor, Maine 04401.
This place wasn't our first choice.
Yeah, we made offers on like 3 or 4 other places. But all of that changed when we got pre-approved with the County Federal Credit Union. We applied entirely online.
It was so easy.
From application to moving day, count on the county to get you home faster.
So yeah, this home might not have been our first choice.
But the county was our best choice.
The County Federal Credit Union Online Mortgage. Local to the last step. CountyFCU.org.
When you really care about good, you start seeing possibilities others might miss. Hannaford has been at this since 1883, supporting local farmers and making quality food affordable. Turns out, it's possible to take care of people and the planet we share by going the extra mile for what really matters. See all this good? At Hannaford, it's the small moments of care that add up to make a big difference for all of us. Hannaford, all for good.
This intrigued me a little more into the engine side of things. And being able to be hands-on at all times makes it the funnest.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. Today is Thursday, August 14th, 2025. It's also Love Your Bookshop Day.
The aim of this holiday is to appreciate bookshops that are found around the country and to highlight all the things that make them beneficial. Bookshops exist to serve knowledge to the public, and at a time when more people are buying books online, it's more important than ever to support the local brick and mortar shops that need all the support they can get.
A lot of them have closed up over the years because of that, so if you don't use them, you'll lose them.
I know, and oftentimes the folks who work in bookshops are kind of like little professors in their own world, and they're really good at helping you solve some problems. You can always call up too and be like, hey, do you have this one before I have to order it online if nobody locally has it? But I love our local bookshops.
Yeah, they can also be kind of like little centers of community too. You can go in there for book signings, you can meet the author. They have all kinds of neat events too, so you can't do that online.
I know. If you haven't been to Pro Libris in Bangor and you're a reader, I really suggest it.
That's a good one, huh?
That's a good one.
All right, it's time for history. It was on this day back in 1896. Gold was discovered in Canada's Yukon Territory. Within the next year, more than 30,000 people would rush to the area in hopes of striking it rich. The gold rush would transform the landscape and boost the population of Yukon and Alaska, where many new communities sprung up. In 1935, President Franklin D. Roosevelt signed the Social Security Act into law. It provides a system of economic security for Americans during old age and unemployment. 1936, Rainey Bethia was hanged before 20,000 spectators in Kentucky in what was the last public execution in the U.S. And in 1941, Congress appropriated $83 million to build a new home for the U.S. War Department. That building is now known as the Pentagon, and the War Department has been changed to the Department of Defense.
In 1945, President Truman announced Japan had surrendered unconditionally, ending World War II. In 1995, Shannon Faulkner became the first female cadet in the history of the Citadel, a military college in South Carolina. However, Faulkner quit the school less than a week later, citing the stress of her court fight and her isolation among male cadets as her reasons for leaving. And in 1997, Timothy McVeigh was sentenced to death for masterminding the Oklahoma City bombing. In 2003, a software bug caused a major power outage that left much of the eastern U.S. and parts of Canada without electricity. It brought everything to a standstill when traffic lights and everything else suddenly went dark. And you know, I don't mean to be an alarmist, but that's one of those things that I'm especially worried about right now. Cybersecurity is a huge risk. I mean, everybody's talking about nuclear right now. It's like, no, you can shut down the electric grid if you break in with cyber things. I don't know what I'm talking about, but that can happen.
They could shut down the whole country, really. In that particular case, some people were trapped in elevators for hours and hours and hours, you know, when everything just came to a standstill, too.
No, I don't even want to, no. I'm putting my head in the sand to think about that one.
Emma, it's all going to be okay. Everything's going to be great.
Thank you, Craig. That really makes me feel better.
Okay. All right, for birthdays today.
It's my mom. Sorry.
Your mom.
I had to say my mom before any of these people.
Well, say your name.
Because they matter more than any of these people.
Or do you want to say her
Sorry,
name?
Steve Martin. My mom's name is Sarah. She's a lovely person, and she's the best mom ever. She's just the best.
Happy birthday, Sarah. We hear about you often here. So.
Also, my friend Sky's birthday, too.
Happy birthday, Sky.
Okay, that's it.
All right, now on to the celebrities.
Yes.
They include Mila Kunis, who is 42. Actor and comedian Steve Martin, that wild and crazy guy, is 80. And American basketball superstar Magic Johnson is 66 years old today. You know, he contracted HIV back when everything was in the early stages of that, and everybody thought that was it. But he has given people hope.
I know.
And, you know, he's proven that you could get past it, and he's living a full life. And
I know.
You know, what a great guy.
And it's so important to talk about that type of thing, too. I mean, things don't get fixed if we don't talk about them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And happy birthday to Sarah.
Yeah.
And you, too, if your birthday is today.
She's a pretty wild and crazy guy.
Is she okay?
Yeah. Okay, let's get a look at that forecast with Chase Ropanak.
Thank you very much. Not so low temperatures out there this morning, with temperatures right around 69 degrees here in Bangor. A few of us right around 70. We're seeing that Millinocket, Greenville, and some areas even more than that. 72 in Augusta, but a little bit cooler along your coastline with mid-60s in Rockland and Bar Harbor. For today, we are going to see those temperatures warming up into the mid-80s. We're going to see a little bit more sunshine out there for today, but could stay cooler along your coastline. You are having the best chance for showers and thunderstorms this afternoon as that cold front is starting to slowly make its way through Bangor this morning and going through the coastline this afternoon. So winds out there for today, they're from the south. Yesterday, they're going to be switching from the northwest. Very calm out there right now. Not going to pick up too much in wind speeds for today, only generally right around 5 to 10 miles per hour, but they will be from the northwest, and that is going to be the start of our cooling trend after a few days out there in the low to mid 90s. So out there this morning, still a few showers possible, but as we get into the afternoon to evening hours, could still see the possibility for a few showers and thunderstorms here in Bangor. Will be right along that front, but south of that is where you're going to have those better chances. You're seeing right along your coastline a few showers and thunderstorms. No severe weather expected out there for today, just a few rumbles of thunder and possibly some heavy downpours if you're right underneath one of these showers. But then we're going to clear out by your Friday. We're going to see plenty of sunshine, and temperatures are going to be a lot cooler than we've seen the past few days. Taking a look out there for today, we have mostly cloudy skies out there for this morning, but will become partly cloudy by the afternoon, and still a slight chance for a few showers and thunderstorms out there, especially by your coastline.
Thank you, Chase. 2 local businesses are teaming up to put on a unique event for Sasquatch enthusiasts in the area. You want to read this?
Yeah, in honor of their Sasquatch-themed rum, Arbor Distillery, based in Norridge Walk, is holding a Sasquatch calling contest and rum tasting. The event will be held at the Tochi's Checkout store in Glenburn, who carry the rum on their shelves. The owner of the convenience store are also Bigfoot fans and say they had to jump at the opportunity to help make this contest possible.
You can look it up online. There's some real specific like hoots and whoops and screams that they make, but really anything that's in your imagination, whatever we think is, you know, the best or the coolest or the funniest or something like that, is going to work.
Anybody local that, you know, is interested in being here or has something Bigfoot that they'd like to share, there's more people in this community that believe than don't, so there's that.
The event will be held on Saturday, August 30th from 1 to 5, with the contest starting at 4. There's a $100 cash prize for the best Sasquatch call. However, winning a competition like this is priceless. Organizers say there will also be additional prizes and giveaways. I absolutely love it.
Sounds like fun.
I don't know what a Sasquatch call sounds like, but I'm going to have to do my research.
Yeah, I'm thinking it must be like a little Chewbacca kind of thing from Star Wars. No, I'm not going to do it right now. I do a terrible Chewbacca.
I know, I don't do it. Yeah.
See, that's what I got. That's all I got.
You got to do a little more like grumbling.
I know.
Yeah, they're big. Sasquatches.
They are.
They're supposed to be like 10 feet or something.
Yeah, I've seen them all the time out there in the woods.
I know.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
I know, they're everywhere. Okay, right after the break, Jack Webb will have our sports updates.
Don't go
he's
away.
a pretty tall guy. I wonder.
3 rows, 4 seasons, 1 unstoppable ride. The Kia Sorento X-Pro, built for the unstoppable. Get 0% APR for up to 48 months, plus $1,000 retail bonus cash on the purchase of select new 2025 Sorento models.
Your favorite restaurants were half off. It's half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7. Go to foxbangor.com, click on half off dining, and start saving now.
Located on Wilson Street in Brewer, Yoshi Japanese Restaurant, where you'll find only the best sushi, Asian favorites, and specialty crafted cocktails that will satisfy anyone. Try tatami seating for an immersive experience. Yoshi Japanese Restaurant, bringing delicious traditions to you.
Great restaurants from all over Eastern Maine at half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7.
You provide it all. There's no challenge you can't take on, because you've already taken on everything. You've gone above and beyond. It feels like you've brought them together. It feels like your home is taken care of. It feels like you're all at the top of your game with high-speed, reliable, no-stress Fidium fiber internet.
It feels like Fidium.
3 rows, 4 seasons, 1 unstoppable ride. The Kia Sorento X-Pro, built for the unstoppable. Get 0% APR for up to 48 months, plus $1,000 retail bonus cash on the purchase of select new 2025 Sorento models.
Hey, Maine, think you're wicked smart? Well, put your knowledge to the test with me, Ken Jennings, on Jeopardy! Weeknights at 7:30 on ABC 7.
Welcome back in, folks. We'll start with a fun story that I think Maine high school hoops fans will enjoy. Cooper Flagg was back in town this weekend as he hosted his second annual basketball camp with his brother Ace, and it was our first time getting to ask Flagg questions in a year, so naturally we asked him and Ace about everything under the sun. Bangor Daily's Matt Junker talked about the influence the Flaggs have on kids, not only at camp but around the state, then asked Cooper who his basketball influences were growing up.
I mean, for me, my parents obviously were big basketball influences. My AU coach, Andy Bedard. I mean, guys like Bryce Louser when I was growing up, just some of the players in Maine, but Bryce was a big one. He was really the best, probably the best player in the state for a while when I was growing up. So.
Now imagine you're Bryce Louser. You're a Maine high school basketball legend, played college ball at all three levels, but now your college career's over. You work in finance, and all of a sudden, the #1 overall pick and one of the best basketball prospects in years names you and your game as an influence. It would be like that Leonardo DiCaprio meme from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So, of course, we had to get Louser's reaction.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely kind of surreal. I mean, kind of having lasting impact on Maine basketball is something that, I didn't think that I would, have. So it's pretty cool to see, like, I inspired some kids that are now, growing up and playing college ball, and especially someone with the, magnitude of Cooper.
Bryce even has a story of a time he gave Nokomis buckets his senior year, and the Flagg brothers came up to him after the game.
It was my senior year, and Cooper was in 7th grade, I think, and we were playing Nokomis, and Cooper was at the game, and I ended up having a pretty good game. And after the game, like, him and Ace came up to me and, said hi, and they're like, we look up to you or whatever. And I was just like, hey, if you guys keep working hard, like, you guys can be like me one day, which, like, is, it's kind of arrogant, but never would have thought that someone from Maine would be, like, the #1 pick in the NBA draft, like, college basketball player of the year. Like, it's just kind of an anomaly, and it's really cool to, be front row and witness it.
Hey, Coop, keep working hard. Maybe one day you'll be a good high school player. Thank you, Bryce, for that. The Boston Red Sox picked up a big win on Tuesday night in Game 2 against the Astros. The Sox with a much-needed offensive explosion after dropping 3 in a row as they dismantled Houston by a score of 14-1. The Bats came alive in the 6th inning where the Sox poured in 5 runs, but before then it was only a 2-0 game through the first 5. In big thanks to new Red Sox pitcher Dustin May, he threw 6 shutout innings, giving up 5 hits, only 1 walk, and 8 strikeouts. An extremely encouraging outing for May against a playoff caliber lineup, as the former Dodger has struggled to find it this season.
Being able to, like, set the tone with, like, the heater and not, like, rely on the sweeper, it was good. It felt really good at start. I was able to, like, kind of settle in and, like, get some quicker outs, which was great. Be able to go a little bit deeper. Having 45 pitches in 2 innings was quite a lot, but being able to get a little bit quicker innings after that was good. Vila wasn't up. It was just down the last one. It was a long break in between. Body was kind of out of rhythm.
Sox taking on the Astros Wednesday night for a Game 3 rubber match, and it didn't start well for Walker Buehler and the Sox. His former Black Bear, Jeremy Pena, takes him deep in the first, but that wouldn't be the end of it. With the bases loaded, Yanir Diaz drives in a run to make it 2-0 Astros after 1. They're getting after it early. In the top of the second, the Sox would respond, though, as Ceddanne Rafaela hits a blooper just over the shortstop's head to drive in Trevor Story and cut that Astros lead in half. But the Stros would defend home field as it's Diaz again, this time launching a 415-foot homer off Buehler as Houston wins by a score of 4-1. However, the Sox would still hold the season series over the Astros, which could be big in a needed tiebreak. We'll check in with the New England Patriots now as they wrapped up practice 1 against the Vikings on Wednesday. The offense had an up-and-down day while the defense got some good work in against second-year quarterback J.J. McCarthy out of Michigan. Veteran linebacker and leader on the defense, Robert Spillane, says he was pleased with joint practice 1.
Like you said, it's another day at work. Great opportunity for us to come out here, learn everything we've been learning through camp, and just go put it on display. And I'm really proud of our defense in particular, how we came out here with energy, flying around, getting to the ball, communicating. So all the things that we pride ourselves on, we got done today. We got better.
Thank you again to Bryce for being willing to speak to us. What a cool story that was. For now, that's all the time we have for sports. We'll be right back after the break.
For years, thousands of Mainers were denied their full Social Security benefits, even though they earned them. They were firefighters, police, and teachers. Senator Susan Collins took up their fight, never gave up, and she won. Collins wrote the bipartisan bill to restore full Social Security benefits to public servants. Maine's police and firefighters praised Senator Collins' leadership and dedication. Teachers called it an historic win. Call, thank Senator Collins, and tell her to keep fighting and winning for Maine.
At China Walk on Broadway in Bangor, we're serving up your Chinese favorites. Our food is delicious, our staff is friendly, and our service is fast. Open Tuesday through Sunday, call ahead, order online, or just stop by. Enjoy our indoor dining for the full experience, or get takeout that the whole family will enjoy. We'll make sure your cravings are satisfied. China Walk on Broadway in Bangor, where tradition meets flavor.
When your vehicle needs a little help, we can point you in the right direction. You'll find Maine's largest network of good, better, and best parts and service for everything you do. It's good to know you'll find just what you need when you need it. With better quality parts to help your vehicle outperform every expectation. And the best service, expertise, and advice from the people who know parts. Whether you're at work or play, we're here for you. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
All right, now let's get another look at that forecast with Chase Ropanak.
Thank you very much. A warm start to our morning here across the state of Maine for today. A lot of us with lows near 70, some of us even above that for this morning. We're seeing just near 70 in Millinocket, Greenville. Pretty close to it here in Bangor with that low at 69 degrees. 72 though in Augusta, and some of us still in those low 70s down in the southwestern portion of the state. In your coastline areas though, near Rockland and Bar Harbor, slightly cooler, hanging out in those mid 60s. For today, going to see a little bit more sunshine, so expect those mid 80s out there this afternoon. Could be a little cooler along your coastline. You have that better chance for showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. And up north, you've already had the front pass through, so yes, cooler temperatures for you as well, hanging out in the mid 70s this afternoon. So still, we have recently just dealt with some extreme heat. On Monday, we saw a high of 96 degrees. Tuesday, reaching up to 97. That was our hottest day. And yesterday, still in the 90s, but a little cooler, hanging out at 92 degrees. Still seeing some warmth out there for today, but no 90s in the forecast. We got mid 80s out there for today, and even cooler temperatures further beyond that. So still a little above average going into your week, and you'll see mid 80s Saturday and Sunday, but cooler temperatures are on the way. Start off your work week on Monday. Highs back below average, mid 70s for Monday, close to average though on Tuesday, but back in those mid 70s by your Wednesday. So we are going to start to get a little bit of a taste of that fall air with those 70s on the way and some cooler nights as well. But out there for this morning, still dealing with some mostly cloudy skies, a few showers possible here in the Bangor region. Now as we go into the afternoon, that front is still slowly draping towards your coastline. This is going to be your best chance for showers and thunderstorms this afternoon into evening. Again, around the hours of 4 to 6 p.m. Those could linger into the coastline still into the overnight hours, but that'll be early on. And then we'll see decreasing clouds, mostly clear skies, leading to lots of sunshine for your Friday. And we're going to see some cooler temperatures compared to today as well in the low to mid 80s. But mid 80s still hanging around out there for today. Partly cloudy, a few showers and thunderstorms possible. We're going to see the better chances by your coastline, but check that out. Northwest winds out there, that's bringing that cooler air. Lows tonight back into the 50s, a few showers and thunderstorms possible early on, and then decreasing clouds leading to mostly clear skies for tonight. That's where we'll get those cooler temperatures by the early morning hours. Highs tomorrow reaching the low to mid 80s. Lots of sunshine and winds from the north right around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Take a look at your extended forecast. We're finally cooling off back in the low to mid 80s by your Friday. Lots of sunshine. Still plenty of sunshine by your Saturday. Into your Sunday, here's our next best chance for showers and thunderstorms as another front arrives. And you can see that by Monday, cooler temperatures hanging out in the mid 70s.
This place wasn't our first choice.
Yeah, we made offers on like 3 or 4 other places. But all of that changed when we got pre-approved with the County Federal Credit Union. We applied entirely online.
It was so easy.
From application to moving day, count on the county to get you home faster.
So yeah, this home might not have been our first choice.
But the county was our best choice.
The County Federal Credit Union Online Mortgage. Local to the last step. CountyFCU.org.
If you haven't walked through the showroom at Davis Brothers Furniture in a while, we invite you to come take a look. At Davis Brothers, we've always strived to stand out from the rest. For decades now, the goal has been the same. Give people a reason to travel from all over the state and beyond to Davis Brothers Furniture in Guilford. Everything in our showroom is designed with you in mind, from a rustic lodge and barn look to traditional and even contemporary furniture. It's more than just a unique look, it's a lifestyle. Davis Brothers Furniture, deliberately different.
Foggy's Pub, your place for fun, food, and friends in Palmyra, Maine.
Benquist Rental in Dover Foxcroft is proudly celebrating 25 years. We rent tools, equipment, lawn and garden, masonry, tents, party supplies, bounce houses, towable boom lifts, and newly arrived this season, a 50-foot drivable lift. Visit us on West Main Street or call today.
You, me, Thursday night.
Press Your Luck is Emmy nominated.
Here we go, Elizabeth. Oh, you're not invited.
Emmy nominated Press Your Luck tonight on ABC.
Well, Swifties are more than ready for it as Taylor Swift announces the release date for her new album. The pop superstar revealed that her 12th studio album, titled The Life of a Showgirl, will be released on Friday, October 3rd. She made the announcement on social media and also appeared on her boyfriend Travis Kelce's podcast, New Heights, to celebrate. Swift shared the names of the 12 tracks, which include a feature from Sabrina Carpenter. The album is the first release since Swift regained control over her entire body of music.
Just in time for football season.
Yeah.
All right, well, Old Town Fire and Rescue has a new friend, and yesterday they got to help her celebrate a pretty big birthday. Back in March, they met Betty at a local senior citizens meeting, and she told them she would love a ride in a fire truck. So yesterday, on her 100th birthday, they made her wish come true. Home Depot donated wood so they could make steps to get Betty into the truck. She reportedly asked how she got so lucky to be surrounded by all these handsome men. But they say the best part was when she told them how much fun she was having during her ride around town. Happy birthday, Betty. Oh, she looks happy.
Yeah.
They got her a lei and everything. Look at her.
Look at that smile. She's one happy lady.
She's up pretty tall. It's a pretty good view from that truck.
Yeah, nice deed by the folks over at Old Town Fire and Rescue, too.
I bet it made their day, too.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, it does look like we're winding down and running out of time for now. We'll continue broadcasting with a new hour of Good Morning Maine next on Fox 22. But if you want to head online and get a double look there, you can always head to foxbangor.com.
Yeah, we'll meet our pet of the week during the 8 o'clock hour, so we're always looking forward to that. We thank you for joining us, everyone, and hope you have a wonderful day.